I wanted to talk today about the barrier to entry when it comes to fighting games. I think a lot of people are missing out on this genre because they hear it's far too difficult, it's too stressful, it takes hours to get good at the game. I think that needs to be addressed because, as per the title of this video, fighting games should be fun. They shouldn't be hard, they shouldn't be stressful, they shouldn't be taxing. They should be fun. And I think obviously that applies to all video games, right? But I think fighting games definitely stand out because everyone, especially people that don't play them, if anything, exclusively people that don't play them, they think they're too hard. They don't even attempt to try them because they think there's too much to learn, too much going on. And I wanted to address that because I think people should give it a shot. Now, what makes this even more compelling for me is I am a casual player, right? I'm not Brian F. or Diaphone or Justin Wong. And if you're not familiar with those names, they're basically pro Street Fighter players. I'm not that level, right? But I think what I'm saying is even more important coming from a casual player because I'm like you. I was the person that was like, hey, fighting games are too hard. You have to dedicate a ton of time. They're not for me, even though I want to play them. I was that person, and I can proudly say I'm no longer that person because when you play and just give it a chance, sure, like any game, maybe a little more than most, you're gonna have a little bit of a learning curve. But once you learn the core fundamentals of the game, it really isn't that difficult. So, for example, Street Fighter 6, that is my main fighting game. I have 100 hours like exactly on the game. What's great about Street Fighter 6 specifically is Capcom made it very accessible for new players. So for people who are not familiar, fighting games, generally speaking, or at least Street Fighter 6 specifically, there's 6 attack buttons. You have a light, medium, and heavy punch, light, medium, and heavy kick. It's pretty straightforward. For new players, people brand new to fighting games, that might be a little complex. So what Capcom did is they added a modern control scheme. I don't use it, and honestly I never have because I like the classic controls. But for people that think that's too many buttons to take on at once when they're learning the game, you essentially, instead of having 6 buttons to use, you have like a 1 button that you combine with another button and it does an automatic like combo for you basically. So that alone is a massive stepping stone to get into the genre. But that aside, even with classic controls, which I recommend because it's more fun, fighting games really aren't as hard as you may think. I casually played Mortal Kombat X. I mained Jason Voorhees. He was the only character I played, honestly. I just thought it was really cool to have a Jason in the fighting game. But what I'll say about Mortal Kombat X, right? I am not good at Mortal Kombat X. It's a very fast-paced game for those who are familiar. I'm not good at it. But what I did, and this applies to every fighting game I've played, the key to fighting games as a beginner, all you have to do, literally, is learn the core fundamentals and one combo that you can reliably do. That literally is it, and you will win games. Not every game. You won't be a master at the game. You won't be unbeatable. But you will be able to have fun and play the game and win. And that's exactly what I did in Mortal Kombat X, for example, right? On Jason. I learned this one cool combo. Took me like 5 minutes to learn max. And I was winning games here and there, right? Again, obviously if I matched against a player who's way better than me, I got destroyed. But against my friends casually, like I said, I could win. I also dabbled in Skullgirls for a little bit. I didn't really care for it that much. It was fun for a little bit. But again, Street Fighter 6. That is the main thing here. Street Fighter 6. Street Fighter 6, to me, is the perfect fighting game. It's accessible for new players. The characters all have great personality and stand out. They're unique. And it's just fun. It's not crazy to learn. It's not it's not one of those fighting games that has like a billion mechanics and like you literally need to take hours to learn the game. It's not one of those games. So obviously, I play Chun-Li. She's the star of the show. My channel name, right? Chun-Li is actually even considered a hard character because she has a stance where you have to like, you unlock a new set of moves basically. I don't even use that. And I know I should. I don't. And again, exact same thing with Jason in Mortal Kombat. I basically know one combo with her, and I know the fundamentals of the game. And I've climbed to Plat 1. I'm Gold 5 now, unfortunately. But I'm Plat 1, which is like decent, right? And I'm able to win games. I can win games. Sometimes I go on win streaks. Like, you can... That's all you really need. If anything, there's Ryu players. You know, you've probably heard of Ryu if you don't know anything about fighting games. Like he's like the face of Street Fighter. His game plan is throw fireballs, and if your opponent jumps in on you, you do an uppercut. They call it a DP, a Dragon Punch, to anti-air them, which basically means you just, if someone jumps in the air, use an anti-air. It's pretty self-explanatory. There are people who climb pretty high ranks just doing that. They get good at timing it and knowing when to throw fireballs and when to DP, and that's it. So if you can get that far by just doing something simple like that, think of what you can do when you learn a couple combos and some tricks, right? So I think people don't realize that. They don't realize... They think you need to learn 20 combos and know every matchup in the game and do this and that. You don't need that. Maybe you need that to be the best player ever, but you don't need that to have fun. And at the core of it all, if you're not having fun, what's the point, right? So another thing, like with Mai, I got Mai to Platinum 1. Same thing. She's like Ryu, basically. You spam the fans, and then if they jump in, you do her DP, the anti-air. So I think people need to load up Street Fighter 6. Pick a character they like visually. Anyone, literally anyone. Don't even think about tier lists or metas. I don't care about that. You shouldn't care about that. You should be focused on finding a character you like, that you resonate with, that you think looks cool. Hop into the character guide, into training, mess around for a little bit, and then hop into some casual or ranked matches. And that leads me to my next point. Ranked matches are great because it pits you against people similar skill level of you. But if you play casual, even if you go against better people, there's no stakes, right? You're just having fun. And actually, with the gameplay on screen, all of these are casual matches, which honestly, I have 100 hours on this game. This is like my first time playing casual. I always play ranked. And I'm having fun 24/7, even when I'm losing. So, I mean, that should say something, right? I just want to hop into training for a little bit here to just showcase a few things I was talking about. So first thing I'm going to show you here is the light, medium, and heavy punch, light, medium, heavy kick I was talking about. Light is faster, heavier is slower, pretty straightforward, right? Light does less damage, heavy does more damage. Again, straightforward. So I'm going to showcase here basically the one combo that I know how to do. Again, I'm not great at this game. I'll show you on screen the lightning kicks. That's Chun-Li's signature move. And again, it's not hard to do these things, right? That's spinning bird kick right there. So lightning kicks, for example, is down forward kick. And that move right there, spinning bird kick. You hold down, it's called a charge move. You hold down, then flick up and press kick. And that right there is your anti-air, tensho kicks. You do down, down, kick. Again, very simple. Much easier when you're holding a controller and you're doing it, trust me. It's not as difficult as it looks. So I'm going to show you one of the combos, or really the one combo that I messed up like 5 times here, but I eventually get it. It's really not that difficult. So I start by jumping in the air, I do a heavy kick, I do a crouching heavy punch, which does that like circular motion she's doing. I think I finally get it here. Nope, messed it up. Right here. And then you ended off in a super. That is not hard to do, and as you can see on the top, it literally does half her health. I mean, it's really not difficult. So find a character you like, go into training, learn a combo on YouTube. There's tons of resources on YouTube to learn combos, tricks for every single character. YouTube is a great source. You can literally learn anything. Pick a character you like, learn the basics of both the game and the character, and once you do that, you really throw in some mix-ups, you don't even need to do anything crazy. Do a light punch, medium punch, block, go for a throw here and there. You know, it's not that difficult. It's really like, you just gotta have fun. You gotta have fun with it. That's really all you gotta do. So I hope this video inspired you to pick up a fighting game. I'm biased, so I'm gonna specifically say Street Fighter 6. Play Street Fighter 6, pick a character you think looks cool, and have fun, guys.